Hello, this is Joshua Krieger at Creek Sports Talk, and today I'd like to talk about the young players that may be moved at the NBA trade deadline. So, the first player I'm going to talk about is Dennis Smith Jr. He's probably the biggest name that's been thrown out there on the NBA trade deadline as a young player. He was drafted number 9 overall by the Dallas Mavericks last year, and he had a very good rookie season. Some people had him top. If they would redraft it, they would have put him top 5. So, he's a good player. He's more ball dominant, and that's kind of what the Mavs are trying to deal with. We haven't seen Dennis Smith Jr. really play off the ball. So, we're not sure if he's going to fit in with Luka Doncic, who they just drafted, who they traded Trae Young for Luka Doncic. So we're not sure if they can really play together because Luka's ball dominant also. So the Mavs have kind of chopped him, but right now they're only going to give him up if they get good assets in return. So maybe look for a team that needs a point guard. Maybe the Magic. They give Vucevic for Dennis Smith Jr., Wesley Matthews. You throw in a pick. And maybe that could be a trade that goes down. But he's a very good player, but we're just not sure if he's going to really fit with the Mavs now that Luka Doncic is there. Now the next player I have is Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz is a former number 1 overall pick. He was in the same draft as Lonzo Ball. Lonzo was drafted 2, Jason Tatum number 3. Now Markelle Fultz, he's had some problems. We really don't know what's going on with his shot. He's had his shoulder's been hurting. I'm not sure, but he's just not shooting the basketball very well, and that's why he's currently out for the 76ers. Now, not to say he's a bad player, but he needs to fix his shooting woes. It's not like the 76ers don't have people that can't shoot. I mean, Ben Simmons can't shoot, and people thought he would have come in being able to shoot anything, and he still can't shoot. But the question is, will the 76ers be able to get what they want for Markelle Fultz? Because with that he's a young asset, and do they want to quit on him that easy? I mean, he's a number 1 overall pick, you have to remember that. So, and they traded up to get him. They traded with the 76ers. They traded with the Celtics to get that number 1 overall pick. So, what's going to happen I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to give the 76ers what they want for Markelle Fultz. Now, the next player I got is Frank Kaminsky. Now, Frank Kaminsky played for Wisconsin, and he was one of the people that led Wisconsin to the championship game against Duke, which they lost. But Frank Kaminsky is a stretch 5 that can shoot the 3. And as we've seen with stretch 5s, they really help spread the floor. I mean, I can remember the Bucks. They just got Brook Lopez, and he's able to stretch the floor. Then also, another person that comes to mind, Marcez Speights. He played for the Warriors. He was a stretch 5, and then he also played a little bit for the Clippers one season. And he can shoot. And he can shoot the 3 pretty well, decent clip, 34% from 3. But the problem is he's not very good on the defensive end. So that's one of the things that you're going to have to limit. But he could help in a rotation. I would think if they're going to trade Frank Kaminsky, they might want to add Nicholas Batum's contract. I think Nicholas Batum isn't a terrible player, but I think they would like to add his contract, gain some cap flexibility going into the next year. So But out of these 3 players, I'm not sure any of them get moved. There's one other player that I can think of is Lloyd Collier-Stein on the Kings. I'm not sure he's really gonna get moved, but he's having a career year, but he might get moved simply because you got I'm pretty sure the Kings drafted Marvin Bagley, so they kind of got a logjam at that position. So he's another name that could be moved, but I don't think a lot of these players are going to be moved. I don't think those teams are going to be able to give the assets the 76ers, the Hornets, or the Mavs want. So that's going to be an end to this video. So please subscribe, like the video, and if you have any other young players you'd like to mention, please comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you. Bye.